What's up guys, I'm Sean. A few more mods on my E92 M3. Today I'm going to be installing the Schroth Quick Fit Pro. I bought this originally for my F82 M4 and I installed it into my M4. Even though it's not designed for it, I ran it with a OMP bucket seat. But the M4 is gone, so now I'm going to be installing it properly in my E92 M3. I don't plan to run a bucket seat and a 6-point harness and half cage in my E92 M3. I already have this set up in my E46 M3. My E92 M3 is more of a dual purpose street track build. So I definitely like the seat. I like that it's powered and it's heated. So I don't plan on getting rid of the seat. Nor do I plan on getting a half cage. I take my kids out every now and then in the back seat, so I need the back seats. That's why this Schroth Quick Fit Pro harness is perfect. When I go to the track, I can click it in, and then when I'm off the track, I can remove it. And I ran a similar setup years ago in my E9335. I actually did a video for this a long time ago. But now, I'm running a new kit on my E92 M3. Alright, to install the harness is actually pretty simple. First thing we'll do is pull up on the rear back seat. It seems pretty tight. There's no nuts or screws or anything. You just want to pull up right here and then the whole seat will come out. You can leave the other side there. So now we have access to this Torx right here, Torx T50 that we have to remove. Torx T50. So remove this bolt, we're going to reuse it. And this bracket, because I used it in my M4, I already bent it slightly. Then it's going to install here with that same Torx T50 bolt. So now we're going to torque this bolt to 30 foot-pounds. Alright, it's been torqued down. I pulled down on this a little bit just so it doesn't squish the leather too much. And now we can just reinstall the back seat. So just wiggle the back seat into place. Make sure the seat belt's out. This is how the seat belt from the Schroth Quick Fit Pro is going to look. Everything's lined up. And you just hear it click down. Click down. So now the rear section is done. Alright, so we're on the driver's side. We're going to pop off this cap with a little pry tool. Pry it off. And now it's the Torx T50. We're going to loosen this. Remove this bolt. I already bent this previously when I installed it in my M4. So remove this bolt. Put this on top. And then reinstall the bolt. Then we're going to torque down that bolt to 30 foot-pounds. Alright, this has been torqued down. It's angled like this. And then this cap won't fit anymore. So you could trim off this side right here just to make sure the cap fits. I just cut a chunk off. It's really thin plastic, so you can use a razor blade or some cutting pliers. And now it should install right there. Just tap that little cap into place. Now it looks a lot cleaner. Alright, let's install the harness. This buckles into the factory spot on the driver's seat. This buckles into the mount that we just installed on the floor. This goes to the receptacle we installed in the back seat. And this one goes to the factory receptacle. Factory receptacle to the receptacle we just installed earlier. The anti-submarine goes to the inside of the car. We just have to fish this through the headrest. And the nice thing about the E92 is that it has a removable headrest. That's why they designed it for the E92. They didn't have one of these for the F82 M4 because the F82 M4, F80 M3 doesn't have a removable headrest. So it installs like this through the headrest, and the anti-submarine extra slack goes in the inside of the car. This comes down, and this buckle right here installs into that buckle, and the buckle here goes into the factory spot. And now I have the harness right here. So it's a 4-point harness but it's specifically designed with the anti-submarining technology. So this is track legal at all the different tracks. Unlike other 4-point harnesses, this one has anti-submarining technology with that extra webbing right there built in. So let's go get my helmet and Hans. Alright guys, that's a wrap. It worked perfectly with my helmet and Hans. I just have to adjust it, and I can pull the seatbelt strap tighter to make it more snug, and then the shoulder belt tighter to make it more snug. Now I'll be glued down to my seat with my helmet and Hans. And to remove it from the car, pretty simple. Reverse of installation. Just pop that out. Pop this out. Go to the back seat. That out, slide this forward so I can remove this harness within a minute, and I can install it within a minute. The Schroth Quick Fit Pro 4-point harness has anti-submarine technology, and they've done tons of studies showing that it's safer than a stock factory 3-point belt. Short of going with a cage and 6-point harness, this is the next best thing. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.